Hey, Gary, if I came over to your house and I let you what to do, you would asphyxiate on Seaman. Asphyxiate on Seaman. Asphyxiate on Seaman. Asphyxiate on Seaman.
Wish you were dead.
Seaman. Asphyxiate on Seaman. On Seaman. Asphyxiate on Seaman.
You want to suck my cock, don't you, Gary? Hey, Gary, you want to suck the old cock, don't you, buddy? Come on, just be a man and stand up and say the truth. You spent all this time out here trolling for dick just so you could suck my cock. Tell everybody the truth, Gary, and I'll leave you alone. Oh, there's your little pedophile in there, Gary. Hey, come on in here, short eyes. What's going on with you, sweetheart? I bet you missed me while I was in jail this morning, didn't you?
Hello, audio check 1, 2.
Yeah, N2FUV missed me this morning there while I was in jail. Well, I'm back out. I'm back out there, N2FUV. What's going on there, short eyes? How's things going today? You just get back from the schoolyard, did you?
Hello.
You want to answer? Well, he's stupid. He want to answer the question.
Sorry about that, FUV, but your little queer butt buddy over there in Inman, South Carolina's keying on you. I'm sorry, I didn't understand you. Get that dick out of your mouth so I can understand you there, McGrision. Yeah, you need to spit that out. I'm pretty sure it's not yours.
Check 1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, are you going to go to Xenia this year? Yes or no?
That's what happens when he gets his big fat little Peter grabbing fingers on the VFO knob there. He always gets excited and goes off frequency there while he's out there trolling for cock.
See, he won't answer that question.
In 97, and there's already more recordings of you going up on YouTube. Keep it up. We appreciate your incriminating yourself, and I'm sure after a while Miss will put you off the air for good. I certainly hope she does. No, you always go way over the line, Dan, and the stuff that comes out of your mouth is filth. It's sexual filth. That's the only thing that comes out of your head. Nothing else. So anyway, enough said of that, and also we all know you're an alcoholic, long-term alcoholic, but that doesn't excuse you're doing these things on 7200, so in case you thought it did, there are people out there that have already supplied Laura Smith with all sorts of recordings about you with your indecent and obscene behavior, and more of it's coming out of you this afternoon, isn't it, Dan? Why don't you go to the FCC webpage and find out what their definition of obscene speech is? Oh, well.
Dicks in the world, buddy. I hope you got a bushel basket and you just fill it up with dicks and you live happily ever after, Gary. I don't hold anything against you there. I realize you're a big, fat, 400-pound, no-neck, triple-chin pedophile. And you know, being that you've never been with a woman or anything, I understand you have to go out there and get your dick quota filled.
Modulate what you say. Anyway, I'm going to call AC1DD to see if he's there, and then I'm returning the frequency back to regular citizen Vantage. AC1DD, are you there? K1LEX.
But if you'd like to place your call at a later time, you're more than welcome to do so. Well, thank you very much. I'm tired of you using it as a
Gary,
platform to troll for penis there. I mean, you know, nothing against Gary. I understand that you like to suck dick, but could you not hunt him down and troll for him on HF radio? I mean, doesn't it seem like social network would be a better place for that?
Walking around. Yes or no? Over. Now, Gary, K1LEM, K1LEM, are you going to be walking around
KIAC radio.
This year? Over? That's a simple question. That's a yes or no question.
I can answer that. And
That's funny. I don't care who you are.
I don't think he wants to answer that question.
no, because he ain't going to be there because he's fake Dan will kick his ass.
Or anybody else, but Gary, are you going to be at Xenia? And if so, are you going to be walking around? Yes or no? Over.
On his knees looking for cock.
I don't know. Hey, Daniel, I'm known for my excising, getting down to the bird tax of things, and I don't think Gary wants to answer that question.
No, Gary's worn out several sets of knee pads crawled around at his knees looking for peckers to suck. But I don't think he's going to be going to Dayton. He's having a hard enough time finding a nice, fresh cock to suck on HF radio right now, so I think it's beyond his capabilities.
You don't leave us off.
Well, Daniel, I kind of pride myself in asking incisive questions. I'm still trying to get a straight answer out of Gary. Hey, I don't have anything against Gary. He can show up. No, I'm not going to kill him, and I don't think anybody else will. But Gary, you're going to show up to Xenia this year? Are you going to be walking around Xenia this year, Gary? I want to know. Everybody wants to know.
Oh, I will. I mean, you can make all the promises you want, but I'm going to rip that head off those shoulders because there's no neck there. But I'm going to rip that big, fat, 5-gallon head off his shoulders and shit down his neck for him. So I hope he comes.
The thing is that, nobody wants to kill him. He's not going to die. Let's face facts, folks. But Gary is not going to show up to Xenia. He's not going to. He can get out here and blather all day long, and he's not going to show up to Xenia. Period. We all know it. You know it. I know it. Gary knows it. And we're never going to get him to admit it, but he's never going to go to Xenia. Period. Over.
No, and neither will Mike McGrishin, N2FUV and AC9DD. Neither one of those little closet queens will show up either. Not the short-eyed pedophile in Kodak, and not the president and CEO of NAMBLA in Collinsville, Illinois. See, it's safer for those queers to stay home behind their microphone in the sanctuary and the safety of their home, hiding under Edna's little apron strings there. And in Gary's case, Belinda's little apron strings. But these homosexual, short-eyed, child-molesting Peter Puffers, they're not going to show up to Dayton or any other major ham festival there. What, have you lost your mind?
No, the bad's in pretty bad shape, and I wish it wasn't. And with that, I'm going to go crack me open a cold beer. KB9RZ, love everyone.
K1L, N9RSY.